Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Rafuddin from Group Red Titans. Today I will present about our project in the part B, which is the basic configuration of IP addresses and IP route. And the part 2, we will configure the ZBR by Hazik. Okay. In our network, there is 5 level of building in the building. And in the first 2 level, which is the ground floor and the level 1, are meant for server rooms and IT rooms. For the level 1, the main server are live running servers, and for the ground floor are meant for backup servers. This first level of room contain of one only admin, and the backup room consists of a backup server room and also the main IT rooms consists of high level IT admin. In the main server, we already configured a few servers and I will explain it later. Uh, we will try to look into the configuration of the routers in this topology. First, we'll try to show you to see the best configuration of IP addressing from the inbound fast Ethernet to fast Ethernet, and also the serial 000 to the outbound. And then we also configured the router version 2 for the advertisement of routing. We passive the both fast Ethernet from the inbound network, fastnet 00 and 01, to stop the advertising of network from reaching this passive interface, and then we'll try to configure the network that directly connected to it, which is 172.2.0.0 and then 192.168.5.0 over here and 6.0 over here, and configure no auto summary to be able the different network to be okay. Next, we will try to look the services in our network. First, we have our DHCP server and the DNS server. We go to the DNS server. We already pre-configured with Cloudflare DNS IP, which is 111 and 1001. And then our DHCP server, we set pool name with different network addresses with different IP, and every network addresses are start from 15, and then the maximum number of users for every pool are set to 200, and then the DNS server are set for 4.5, which I shown earlier. In the web server, we already turned out the HTTP and HTTPS protocol for web browsing, and our email server, I already turned on the SMTP and POP3 services, which I created 3 sample of email to be used next. Okay, from the client, we will try to do some verification of DHCP request. Okay, we'll try to request the DHCP request, and then it's successful accordingly to its own network. Okay, we will try to verify the HTTP server, which is on 192.168.4.3. Then we have our web server running. And then I have already configured the email client for PC6 and PC7. Okay, in the email, I'll try to send the email from PC6 to PC7. Okay, try to look the email addresses. Email, create this email, and we will try to compose one email. Test today test message and send. Then from the recipient, we will try to verify if we receive any email addresses. Yeah, we just received the email. In order for the client to request an DHCP server in this network, there is special configuration to help the network discover the DHCP server, which I set in the inbound interface, which is in the fast Ethernet IP helper addresses and their IP of the DHCP server. The first one are for the up running, and the second IP are used for the backup server of DHCP. Next, we will try to verify the connection before configuration of CBF. The ping should be allowed on the whole network. Yeah, we'll try from PC admin 2 to the web server. All successful. Then from the upper level, pinging the up-running web server. Successful. This is the basic configuration before implementing the ZBF. Next part, ZBF will be demonstrated by Haziq. Thank you.
I will now explain about the shows on policies that we made in the packet tracer. So this is it. We're going to focus on this blue area, which is level 1. Okay, now we're going to click on router 9, and I will show you the policies that we made between the zones. So the first command is show zone security. So these are the zones that we implement security, which is the confirm. This is the confirm, the internet, this one, and the admin, this one. So confirm, internet, admin. The next one, I'll show you the security implementation between the zones, meaning the connected zones that we implement security. So these are the zone pairs. So the first one is confirm to internet. So confirm here to internet, and the service policy is confirm internet. And the next one is admin to internet, admin to internet, admin to confirm, and internet to confirm here. Now I'll show you the policies that we've set up in the zones. Show policy. Okay, so these are the policies that we made between each zone. So confirm to internet. Okay, confirm to internet. The policies that we set up are HTTP, HTTPS, DNS, and TCP. So HTTP allows the host to access World Wide Web, where HTTPS it allows a secure connection on how the HTTP data is sent over a network. DNS is a naming system, so it allows the computers to communicate with each other. And the next one is TCP. It governs how information is sent and received, whereas UDP it allows to send messages as datagram to other hosts. Also, we have ICMP. It is a internet control message protocol. It allows devices to communicate with each other, and basically, if devices can communicate, they can ping. That's how, that's the basic explanation for it. Okay, so that is confirm to internet. Also, we have admin to internet. So here, admin to internet, the policies that we made are TCP, UDP, and ICMP. So the difference between the previous zones are this zone, admin to internet, they can ping to each other. But for the previous one, it cannot ping to each other because why? Because the policy, it doesn't have the ICMP policy. If it has one, that means it can ping between each other. And the next one is admin to confirm. So admin to confirm. We have TCP, UDP, and ICMP, same as before. ICMP allows the zones to ping between each other, and internet to confirm. So internet to confirm, they have UDP, TCP, ICMP, and DNS. And that is that. And those are the zone policies that we made. Thank you.
The next part of ZPL we configured in the yellow zone of routers. First, we will try to look into the settings. Okay. To show zone security, then we have two zone network, which is the internal and then also the private. The internal network are meant for the incoming inbound of workers in also in the company to be accessed into the IT part of the building, while the private area of the located IT room and servers. Try to look into the next connection of zone pair to show zone pair security. Then this we connected the private to the internal and internal to private. And the last part is we show policy that inspect zone test sessions. Oh, type over here. Okay. Uh, for the private to the internal, all type of communication are allowed, which is we allow the TCP, UDP, ICMP, and the DNS request. These all basic protocol allow the private to access all communication from the internal. And from the internal protocol, the internal to the private, which meant for the workers communicate into the server room, they only allow for TCP, UDP, and DNS only services without ICMP. So they can use all the services in the IT room, in the server rooms, but they can't ping those servers for discovery. Okay, first let me try from the internet network pinging the TCP server in the server room. Failed. Let's try again. Also failed. This is because in our private reset policy, we set the internal policy to be blocked in the pinging service which under ICMP. And then if we try to ping from the DCP to the PC1, which in the internet network it was successful because in the private we said that it allow all communication type of communication into the internal network. This shows that the workers inside the building cannot know the exact if the server are up running without with pinging this server. They only allowed to use the protocol. Let's say we have DHCP and the DHCP are successful, and also we will try to use the web browser. Three, yeah, it's still allowed the HTTP protocol and the TCP and HTTP and HTTPS protocol. Okay, if the from network try to ping the private network, they also will be blocked by from the TCP from the inside server room. They can ping the outside network over here uh, over the confirm area of this and the area of internal, but both confirm and internal network can actually ping the private section. That's all for the explanation of ZPF configuration and verification from our team. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.